Hey guys, welcome back to the live for this Thursday. What's the date today? The 8th. Um, Thank you guys for showing up. I know we already have a couple of people waiting here, so thank you everybody for showing up today. We have something very special going on, guys. Now bear with me while I grab my computer. Alrighty, guys. I know we have several of you already waiting. Appreciate all of you that are here. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Alrighty. Okay, guys. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you to Cynthia for being here, Jeanette, Pat Z, 4Jim44. Who else do we have? Who else do we have? Cynthia, Hugo, 4Jim, William Hurt, Jeanette, I think I've already mentioned. Thank you guys for being here today. Today we're gonna have a. Let me adjust the camera here, guys, a little bit. Today we're gonna have a showcasing of Lodge and also some mail calls. So we have some things that came in the mail, and we want to show you guys what those things are. So let's get started. The first thing that I want to talk about is Lodge. So as many of you might know, Lodge did come out with some new, the heart-shaped for Valentine's pans. They came out with also the naked and covered in oil. Their skillet that's, I think they've had it for a while, but they didn't make the skillet. They had the spatulas and the apron and a bunch of other merchandise, but I think the skillet is new. So I decided, take a look at it, and sure enough, we got one. So we got the naked, what is it? Naked and covered in oil skillet. Pretty awesome skillet, guys. It's more for the collector, to be honest. Nothing special. Nothing, it's everything about the skillet is still the same as usual. As I said, nothing special, but pretty cool design. I do like it. You can see the little Lodge logo here. Pretty awesome. Naked, covered in oil. So almost a play in word, wordplay. Naked, covered in oil. It sounds a little bit dirty, I want to say. The first thing, my son, he saw the pan, and my son, the first thing he says is like, "Dad, Lodge went a little bit crazy this year." And I said, "Yeah." I said, I think it's pretty funny, though. And he thought it was hilarious. He liked the pan a lot. He liked its design a lot. So my son's 10 years old, and he thinks, he's older now, so he kind of understands a little bit of things, more mature things, I want to say, than my younger ones. But anyway, we also have some spatulas. We got these, and you can see here, once again, nothing special. I do already have a spatula from Lodge. We got one here. I think I've had this for some time now. This is the one I like using for any baking goods. It also comes with measurements on the back. And the other nifty thing is that you can actually, if you want to wash this in the dishwasher, you can. So I can take it off. Come on. Let me show the people how you can take this off. Well, I can't take it off, but you can take this off. Perhaps on the new one. God, come on. Jeez, no, I'm tired, guys. I don't have the strength to take it off. But anyway, this one is made in China, but here you can see that it does say removable silicone spatula. Head is dishwasher safe. And the rounded wood handle allows for hanging storage. So if you want to hang it, you can, which is pretty nifty, I want to say. But cool little spatulas. And as I mentioned, they do have measurements on the back. They have cups to fluid ounces, tablespoons to teaspoons to milliliters. So pretty cool stuff there. So anyway, the naked and covered in oil, guys. So we got the skillet, we got the spatula, we also got, so we got 2 spatulas. We also got the handle covers, for those of you that haven't seen them. These fabric handle holders, as Lodge likes to call them. Pretty cool. Has the naked and covered in oil as well. And one thing to note is that back here it says, use us to add some style, comfort, and safety to your cast iron cooking experience. We come in a 2-piece set featuring a unique design. Correct. Oh, here we go. Protect hands from heat up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So they're rated to 350. Now, one thing that I will say is that you should not use these while cooking on the stovetop, especially if you have a gas stovetop. These will fry. These will, they'll catch fire. So I would not, these are only meant for you to move your pan. So if you're going to move your pan, then you can slip it on. They're really easy to slip on, and you can move it from one place to the other, from stovetop to table. The other cool little thing is that, I don't know if the camera can catch it here, but they're machine washable. Pretty awesome there. Pretty cool. I like that. So we got this. We also have, and I'm just going through the list of items that we have, and then I'll read some of your comments. We have the flour sack towels or dish towels. Depending on how you like to use them, you can use these for bread making, bread baking, or any kind of baking, or just a hand towel or dish towel. Pretty cool, naked and covered in oil. The nifty thing about these things is that if you turn them around, this one says this is a dirty towel. So like I said, a little bit of wordplay here with Lodge, and I think these are great. I know I want to say they meant it for Valentine's, in the sense that, naked, oiled, a little bit of wordplay here and there, and this is a dirty towel. So for those of you that might know, yes, this is, like I said, hinting to something else, but pretty cool. Now, one thing that I do want to say about these is that I have a lot of these already. Not this one, I don't have this design. I have other ones, but this one here is made in India, and I also think that the apron is also made in India. So these are made in India, not in China. It does give you instructions here. Dry cast iron cookware and bakeware. Absorb moisture with 100% lint-free cotton. So 100% lint-free, according to them. Add a playful touch to your kitchen decor. Correct. So it's 20 by 30. Pretty great size. So we got 2 of these, guys. Like I said, I'm going through the list of items, and then I'll jump into the chat. The next thing that we have here is the apron. This is the fabric apron. Also, just so you guys know, also made in India. So I did mention that. Pretty cool. I do have one already. That's the grill one. One thing I will say is that they're a little bit harder to to work with, in the sense that the strap, the neck strap, it's a little hard to get used to, especially if you haven't worked with aprons before. To pretty much get it to hold, it's a little bit difficult. I had to look up instructions online because it has D-rings, and if you don't know how to use those, the strap for the neck does not come attached, so you have to adjust it and attach it yourself, in a sense. But we got 2 of these as well. Now, if you guys are wondering why I have 2 of those, and also I have a brand new unused naked and covered in oil pan, is because we're gonna give one of these away. So we're gonna give a whole set. We're gonna give away a set of the whole thing. So this skillet, we're gonna give away the skillet, the apron, a spatula, a dish towel or a flour sack towel, and also and the only one I only bought these because I have a ton of these, not this specific one, but we're gonna give this one away as well. So that'll be, if you guys stick around towards the end, we will do a giveaway for these items, the ones that I just listed. So pretty cool. Like I said, something new that they came out with to cater for the collector. So I want to know your guys' thoughts. And if you guys have any questions, let me know as well. Alrighty, let me take a look at the chat. So as I mentioned, I did use mine already, and you can tell it's got a nice, cooking surface right now. The underside, it needs a little bit of work. I am using a gas stove, a gas range, so they do tend to burn off the seasoning on the underside. So you do have to maintain all of your cast iron, the underside, the cooking surface, and even the handle. But anyway, that's that. Now let me read some comments here. Let's see, what do we got, guys? William Hurt says, I've burned up a number of them. Is that what you said? Yeah, a number of them. Oh, I'm sure you're referring to the handle holders. Yeah, the fabric ones. Yeah, I burned, I think, 2 or 3 in the beginning, and I was like, yeah, this is not going to work for me. So I don't use them anymore unless I'm, using those skillets to put them on the table. That way people don't burn themselves. Other than that, I don't really bring them out. I have a ton of them. I have the camo. I even have the leather ones. I forget what it's called, but it's a type of leather, baseball leather that Lodge sells. I think they're a little bit more pricey, but they're hard to find. Anyway, I have a pair of that, and I got all of them, all kinds. But that's those things are cool. I do like them, but not for me in the sense that I don't use them as frequent, and I have a gas range. If you have an electric or induction, you're most likely able to get away without burning it. So. Yeah, you can most likely use it for electric or a induction stovetop. But for gas or propane or anything of that nature or open fire, I do not recommend them. Now you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but I have my coffee going on over here. It's been a long day. I've been up since 5 in the morning working. I'll show you guys. I'm going to post some pictures later today. Oh, also, actually, really quickly, I want to give out a, let's see if I can find perhaps a photo and show it to you guys. But I do have some stickers. I ordered some stickers, and I will be giving away stickers to you guys for the channel. So if anybody is interested in stickers on the channel, the Louis J Cast Iron, then let me know, and I will be giving away, I think I have about 55 of them, so I'll give them out. Just let me know if you want one. One per person. Nothing fancy, guys, and if you guys don't want one, no issue there. Here we go. I'm gonna just show you guys my a quick photo here. I don't have them with me, but my sister has them. I shipped them to the wrong address, so hopefully you guys can see that. These are the stickers that I created and got them shipped. So these are decal vinyl premium stickers. So if you want to stick them on a cup or a windshield or outside or anywhere you want to put them on, I've seen a lot of people, myself, I put my stickers on my let's see if I can get it. To put my water in. I forget what, like a canteen, almost like a canteen style. But anyway, stickers for those of you that might be interested. I also have another one with just the name. So Louis J Cast Iron Cooking, and it's just all letters cut out. So it'll be, I'll show you guys a photo of that in a minute. Hopefully I have those. Actually, I don't think I have it here. But anyway, that is a little update. So for those of you, I'm going to be giving away stickers if anyone is interested. ForGem44 says, do I have a Facebook page? I I do not, but I am a moderator on the lodge official page. So if you guys want to talk to me or anything like that, you guys can see me or find me on the Facebook community group, and you guys can ask me questions there as well if you guys want to message me. I also have Instagram. I do have my channel or channel name and all of the info on Instagram as well. So I post a lot of things there, a bunch of pictures, memes, you name it, all cast iron stuff. So if you guys want more content, then you guys can go and check out my Instagram page. Same handle, so Louis J Cast Iron Cooking. And then I also have TikTok. So if you guys are interested, if you guys want to see some stuff on TikTok, I also post things on TikTok. I want to say 99% of it is about cooking. The other is perhaps just random videos that I upload. So if you guys are interested, you guys can follow me there as well. Same handle, Louis J Cast Iron Cooking. So yeah, guys, let me know, and then so I'll post a I'll do a community post on YouTube, and from there, then we'll get in contact with the people that want one, and I'll ship them out for free at no cost to you guys. So let me know, and as I mentioned, I'll do a community post here on YouTube. Right after the show, actually, I'll post that picture, and then with that picture, I'll put down my email. You guys can email me, and then email email your address, and I can ship them out to you guys at no cost. Let's see, what else do we have? Cynthia says, muddy water. Dang, you got me up now fixing coffee. Yes, who doesn't love coffee? I had a rough day, and I'll post some pictures too of my day today. I got to ride in a Bobcat, which was actually pretty fun, and also a small little snowmobile. We were up in the Sierra Mountains, and I was doing a job for my wife since she's a business owner. She contracted me to go do some work for her, and yeah, I mean, it was definitely something different because I usually don't have to hitch a ride in a snowcat, or what are those called, a Bobcat. Those Bobcats, with the tank wheels. Anyway, we had to ride that, and then we also the snowmobile in the morning. After we got a really nice one in the afternoon, we got a big one of those, like I said, like snowmobiles, but massive, one of those massive ones. We got to ride in that, and that was actually pretty fun. The snow is pretty deep, so there's no way that cars could make it up there. We had to park. They have a designated parking area, and from there, to get to the homes, you have to take something else. You cannot take any kind of vehicle because it will get stuck. So that was an adventure. That was fun. Cynthia says Papa Dan wants a sticker too. Okay, Jeanette, the stickers are nice. Thank you, Jeanette. Cynthia says food. His TikToks are delicious. Yes, thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, Cynthia says, that's what I'm talking about, Mr. Luis. Keep all the money at home. Correct. That's actually one of the reasons why I'm not a jack of all trades, but I know how to do certain things. And obviously, doing some work for my wife at these clients' homes, not a big deal. And so I do some stuff, the smaller stuff I do for her, and I help her out as much as I can. Now, do I do it willingly 100% all the time? No, there's times where I complain and I give her hell sometimes, but I try my best to not be that way. I know that, whatever it is that we do together, it's gonna benefit both of us. So I do my best to help out. But I had a plan for today that we were gonna be doing some cooking, but I got home about an hour and a half ago and I'm tired, guys. So, but I still wanted to do the live, so I'm here, and it's more of a ask me anything kind of live stream today. I'm also going to show you something that I got in the mail. So the next thing, it will be that in a minute. But let's see, what else do we have? Strong's Adventure says, if Louis J Cast Iron Cooking ever gets to a Lodge Factory outlet. He is gonna start an OnlyFans page to pay for everything. Seriously, guys, no, I gotta quit. And even though I say I gotta quit, you know, these little things. I mean, these pants, very inexpensive, and I mean, it's not gonna break the bank. They're $25 or something like that on the Lodge website. So I figured why not. And then the because I do monetize my channel, the money that I do get, I put that into these things so that I can do giveaways for you guys. That's why you see giveaways, because the money that I receive, and we're not talking, you know, a lot of money. I don't make as much as some other YouTubers, but it's enough to be able to help and do lives. I'm sorry, giveaways for the lives. So that's why I do the lives and you know the giveaways pretty frequently. Strong's Adventure says they didn't have the skillet when I went, but they did have an apron that says that, so I got one. Awesome. Yeah, I think the aprons are pretty funny and pretty cool. And I wanted to keep a set for myself, so I bought, you know, two of each, so that way I can give out one to you guys. Oh, Wyoming Yeti says he can hardly hear. I'm sorry. I had my mic, but my mic ended up breaking, and I haven't, you know, ordered one yet, so forgive me, guys. I will order one. I do know it is harder to hear me from this distance, so let me know if I need to speak up or if the audio doesn't sound good, because right now I'm only using the camera audio. Papa Dan says, Dan is an expert in eating, but not jack of all trades. Yeah, they say, you know, there's that saying that if you're a jack of all trades, then you know, then you're not an expert at anything. And that, I want to say, it could be true, and it's most likely true. If you know how to do everything, you're not a master at it. So I focus on certain things to master them. So when it came to cooking, I focused very deeply into it so I could learn how to cook properly. And also when it comes to everything that I do, I focus on it, and that's one of the traits that my wife actually says that makes me obsessive in a sense. I want to say not in a bad way, but you know, obsessive in the sense that I want to learn it, so or I want to dive into it, and obviously I get intrigued on these things, and that's a trait. Right, so everybody is pretty much saying that they like the stickers. So, yeah, like I said, if you guys want a sticker at the end of the live, I will post a you know, a picture of it. So on that, then you guys, I will let you guys know my email, so you guys can shoot me an email along with your address, and as I mentioned, I'll ship it out for free. Cynthia is saying that she was binge watching since it was a rainy day and she was stuck inside. She didn't know that Northern closed its doors. They came up, or they came, they went. I got mine, so I don't care. Yeah, Northern Company did close. Sadly, they were the only ones without a flared rim on the top, and the only ones without any pour spout. So technically, it was almost like a baking pan, like a baking pan where it's just round and very 90-degree walls with a handle. But they cook great. The seasoning holds on to the pans really well. Right now, if I could, I would go and grab it and show it to you guys, but it will be a pain in the butt to go get it because I have to move a couple things to get to it. But yeah, Northern Company, I do like them a lot, and I got the only pen that they ever made, which was the number 8. I got it when they first started shipping those out. So I got the first casting series of that, and sadly they didn't make it. There is a huge saturated market of modern cookware, cast iron cookware, that a lot of companies out there are very, you know, it's very competitive. So I think it was too difficult for Northern Company to you know, to get out there and make a name for itself and be successful. So, but either way, I love their skillet, the one that they made, and I do hope that if they ever come back, that I hope that they make more stuff. But I mean, who knows? You know, there's that skillet company. I forget what it's called. that makes the States, recently they said that they were going to just stop making those and they were going to go out of business. And then recently somebody bought them out and brought it back. So, and it's the skillets, the cast iron skillets with pretty much all the states, the U.S. states. So that's pretty cool. You never know. And then ButterPat got bought out by Yeti. Still no news on that, so we don't know exactly what's going to happen with ButterPat. But yeah, just all kinds of stuff can happen nowadays with cast iron. Yeah, I got a percolator, a coffee pot. That for me is the best way to make coffee. So I turned it off right now because it was percolating, which I actually got to check and see if the coffee smells good, and see if it was set. But I think it needs more, so I'll probably give it another quick round. Forgive me, guys, I don't mean to be rude and turn my back to the camera, but let's move on to the mail call. So I got something in the mail. Okay. Here we are. I haven't even opened it, guys. So we got something in the mail. We're going to open it right now. I'm not going to put it on the counter since, it was dirty. I'm going to put it on the floor and open it really quickly so that you guys can see what it is that we got. And I don't remember what it is. But actually, no, I do remember what it is. I'm sorry, I do remember what it is. I think. So let's see. Oh my goodness. It's really taped up. Well, I do like that they shipped it really well, packaged it really well. Sorry, guys. My goodness. You know what? I'm just going to put it here. Forgive me, guys. I don't want to be out of the camera for too long. Now, don't do what I'm doing, because then you can cut yourself. But, man, yeah, they got it nice and packaged in there really well. Alrighty, so there's that side. Now, let's do the other side. Alright, I think that should be good enough. What I should have done, guys, is I should have cut it before the live stream. But, well, here we are. Oh yeah, it is that. So let me grab it out real quick so you guys can see what I am talking about. Alrighty. Oh, come on. So here we are, as I mentioned, packaged really well. I do like that they add these little pool noodles or pipe. I think these are like for pipes. All right, take that piece off. And just so you guys can see, I'm sure you guys can tell what this is just by the handle. So I'm sure you guys already know what that is. I know Cynthia will figure it out fairly quickly. Put this back up. Remind me, guys, to clean my counter. I usually forget sometimes, and if I do put something on the counter, I usually like to keep it clean because obviously that's where food goes, and well, I don't know about the packaging being clean. So, anyway. Sometimes I want to complain about all this packaging, but obviously they do it to protect it, and this is the best way to ship cast iron out, is, as I mentioned, doing the pool noodle, or these little noodles to help it from preventing it from getting cracked during shipping, because let's be honest, the delivery people, they don't care. They'll toss their stuff. They'll toss the packages everywhere, and I'm not going to talk bad about them. They do a lot of work, so I know it can be frustrating, and sometimes they're probably running late, running behind, and well, they're trying to hurry it up. Alrighty here, guys. So, ooh, this looks nice. So that is there. Pretty cool, actually, if you guys can see this. This is what comes in the shipping. Also a thank you card. Pretty awesome. Kudos to this seller. I'll let you guys know who this is from in a minute. Alrighty. Sorry about that, guys. So, what we have here is a hand-scribed BSNR number 8. And I did not have, nor did I have I ever seen the hand-scribed, and the price was right because it looks great. This is actually seasoned really well, and it is an Etsy seller from where are they from? Florida. They are from Florida. Oh, here's another thing that they provide. So if you guys are interested, they also give you care during use and clean after use. Pretty awesome that they include this information here. So here's the Etsy seller. Central Florida Skillets. So as I mentioned, the price was very fair, and considering the fact that it came with the lid, matching lid, it was for me it was a no-brainer. This is pretty cool. They send out a little seashell or a conch. I think that's what they're called. Here we are. So if you guys are interested, check them out on Etsy. Pretty cool. I do like the conch, to be honest. Pretty awesome. I'll try and get that out later, but I'll show you guys the skillet. So, hand-scribed lid as well, number 8. And I do not have this series. So this is, I want to say Red Mountain. And I know Cynthia knows a lot more than I do. So, and maybe, most of you probably know more than I do about BSNR. There is a little bit of a teeter on it. And you can tell, I kind of could tell right away that on the heat ring, there is a little bit of wear going on right here. And I'm sure it's whenever they were using this pan, I'm sure, just setting it on either the grates or stovetop or whatever it is. You usually set it from this part here first. And this motion here, when you set your pans down, you tend to do that. So yeah, a little teeter from front to back, not a big deal, not a spinner. And the cooking surface looks great. A little bit of pitting here and there, but nothing bad. And this one is seasoned very beautifully. So I'm very impressed. To be honest, usually when I purchase from, I've seen Etsy sellers, their seasoning is just very minimum, but this one looks like it's really well seasoned. And it's definitely a grayish color, not the brownish or goldish or chocolatey color that you usually see. So pretty cool. As I mentioned, I did not have this style of lid. So the lid itself was worth the purchase, in my opinion. very excited for that, guys. And just so you guys could see my number 8s, I also brought those out. Here we have the Century Series number 8. So it's 10 and 5/8 inch. As you can see, the dimples here on the underside, very uniform compared to that's what I've noticed right now, compared to the older one. So these look very random, but they have a pattern. Pretty cool. I do like the random pattern, but I mean, it's just, something different. So there's a lid there. So let me showcase what I have. Here is my Red Mountain number 8 that I've showcased on the channel before. Sits perfectly flat as well. You can see the handle design here, BSNR, and cooking surface, beautiful, very, very smooth. Now, one thing about this one though is that it has the bigger pour spout. So that's why when I saw this, it was a two for one deal. So this was included with another pan, and the other pan was this guy. So there was also this included, which is this one here. So this one has the bigger pour spouts, and they're both Red Mountain. So bigger pour spouts and smaller pour spouts, both Red Mountain. Now, I am not a BSNR expert, but what I can tell from these is that the heat ring or the smoke ring or the fire ring, whatever way you call it, it is different from this one, which is, I want to say it's a Red Mountain, but possibly this one was a transitional one from the Red Mountain to the Century Series. Like I said, I'm not an expert, so if any of you guys know, let me know if you guys can tell from this angle here if this one's older or a newer version of the Red Mountain compared to this one here, which has the bigger pour spouts and thinner ring, heat ring or smoke ring, fire ring. So this one, the heat rings is it's thinner, more pronounced, and yeah. And like I said, this one here has the bigger pour spouts. So those are the ones I have. And then the last one that I have would be a Century Series. So this guy here was the first one that I ever acquired. And my brother ended up finding this at a yard sale. He found 3 of these, and there's only one that I've restored. The other 2 are still grimy and crusty on the underside. And in the beginning, when I first started collecting, I honestly thought it was a Lodge. So I kept calling it a Lodge. I think I even showcased it on the channel in the beginning, and I called it a Lodge. So I do need to go back to those videos and possibly update them or something of that nature. But anyway, this is the Century Series skillet that I own. And I want to say it's also in great condition. You can say it does have the, you can see it has the Made in USA on the top side here. That's one of the reasons you can also tell that it is the Century Series, because they didn't have that before. And also the numbers. They describe the numbers here on the underside as well. And the handle design still very familiar. I don't think they ever changed their handle design, and I do like that. But pretty awesome number 8s. So far, I have 3 different BSNR number 8s. Now, I'm going to read the chat because I've been going on without, pausing. So forgive me for that. So let me read the chat real quick, and I want to know your guys' thoughts. And if you guys have any questions or answers, for that matter, of what I just mentioned. So let's see. Cynthia says Red Mountain 30s, smaller ears. Okay, so smaller pour spouts is older? Smaller ears, Red Mountain, 30s, 50s. I think Papa told me. Papa Dan? Oh, and I think Papa Dan also has really good knowledge on BSNR. Handsome Stone says, I had a real light Century number 8. Sold it because whenever it warmed up, it warped flat when cold. I have a glass stovetop. My Red Mountain number 8 is one of my top skillets. Actually, now that you say that, the Century one, so every time I would use this Century one on my glass stovetop, same thing. It would warp. It sits flat when it's cold. It would warp and then it would spin. So and then obviously, you know, I took a straight edge to the underside, and I did see that there was already a little bit of warping going on, and it's still, you know, it's still in that manner. It's not completely flat, but it doesn't spin. You know, that will go back, but it's ever so slightly just you know, closer to the you know, what the heat ring protrudes out to. It's almost, the center is almost to that. So once it gets nice and hot, as you mentioned with the electric stovetop, since it's flat, it will start to spin. So yeah, but with the gas range that I own now, that's not an issue. So I decided to keep it because I was on the same page where I was thinking about just getting rid of the Century series because of that same reason. I did own a electric stovetop, and now I have the gas stovetop. So obviously there's no issue with that now that I have that. And not only that, but there's, you know, you can cook with these pieces, any cast iron, outdoors. You can either cook with it on a camping fire or on a gas or propane grill, propane or charcoal or anything of that nature. You can cook with it anywhere that, you know, has a heat source. So for that reason alone, I think it would have been better to keep it. And that, for me, you know, that's one of the reasons why I decided to keep the Century series. Forgive me, guys. I'm gonna go a little bit more on that coffee. Turn it off in a bit. All right, so let me go back to the questions here, or, you know, the chat. Let's see, I had a real light. Here we go. Papa Dan says, big ears, pour spouts is early BSR. Dan can't see on the phone. That one with smaller ears to help determine dates. Okay, yeah. So as I mentioned, I have the bigger, which one is it? It's this one here. The bigger one, Century series for sure, with a thinner bezel or fire heat ring, fire ring, smoke ring, whatever you call this, guys. I mean, I've heard many things, but anyway, this is the one that has the bigger pour spouts. So if you can let Papa Dan know, then if you know what years the thinner heat ring or smoke ring was, or if he has any idea, that would be greatly appreciated. All right, let's see what else. Hello, Mercy B. Good to see you here. Bingster223. Who else are we missing here? Who else is in the chat? Tyler. Forgive me if I say this wrong. Critelli. I have 700 to 800 pieces of cast iron, tons of Griswold and Wagner. I am starting an Etsy shop. I'm from Pennsylvania. Well, that's great. You know, that's good to know. And if you want, I don't mind. You can post any information here. We're all users of cast iron cookware, and we all love vintage pieces. So, you're more than welcome to put out some information here if you like to. Let's see. What else do we have? What else do we have? More iron. Jeanette, yeah, more iron, correct. Yes. Rock Hunter says, has Marquette stopped making plain cast iron? That is a very good question because I just spoke. Let me turn that off. I actually just spoke with someone at Marquette. I asked that question, I want to say about a week and a half ago. Marquette Castings. They do produce enameled cookware and a carbon steel pan. I asked them about their cast iron skillet and the dual handle, I think it's a 13-inch skillet, the seasoned stuff. And sadly, they said they do not plan on bringing back any of that stuff anymore. So they're not going to be producing just standard cookware here. All their stuff is sourced from China. The stuff from the enameled cookware, their Dutch ovens, their griddles, their plancha. What else do they have? They have 2 Dutch ovens, a griddle, no, the plancha griddle / griddle, and I think they have also a grill pan with a press. All that from China. So I don't think Marquette is making anything here in the USA anymore, which is sad because they actually had a really great skillet, the lightest, and I want to say that Marquette and Butterpat were very similar, but Butterpat was a bit more expensive, I want to say. Well, not for the heather. So if we're talking about the equivalent sizes, I want to say Marquette was more expensive. The thing though about Marquette is that they were using that investment casting, which in a sense uses, I think it's wax or something of that nature, to get a better mold casting. So whenever they pour the iron, you get precise lettering, precise, everything is more precise than the standard sand mold. Obviously, I think they still use sand, but they add something else to the process. I'm not exactly sure how investment casting works, but if you guys are interested, I think they do have videos on that from Marquette on YouTube. So if you guys want to know about it, but yeah, sadly, what he responded, I want to say it was a he. I'm not sure if it was a man or a woman, but I sent an email out to them, and they did respond with saying that the company that was producing their cookware no longer can produce it for them, so they had to abandon that altogether. And it's sad because I wish I missed out on their 13-inch dual handle pan, and I do remember seeing them on sale. They were just trying to get rid of it by then, and I only got 1 pan from them, so I have the 10.5-inch skillet. And I was affiliated with them in the beginning about 2-3 years ago, but that all kind of just went downhill in the sense that people weren't really buying the enameled stuff, so they were more interested in the cast iron. The only thing is that their cast iron was very expensive. Now I'm hoping that Marquette isn't the next company to go bankrupt or just out of business. I hope that they can make a comeback. I hope that they can have enough funds to bring back the at least some cast iron that they can mill. If they're not using the investment casting, I would love to see that style come back. Their handle design was awesome, and their pan was pretty awesome. So if you guys never owned one, it really was a great pan, and I have their 10.5, and I love that pan. And I know that Cowboy Kent Rollins, he praised it very highly on his channel, and it really is. And we're not, like I said, I was affiliated with Marquette. It's not, me just saying that. It really was a great pan, and it really is. I own one, so I'm lucky that I have one, but every time I use it, never disappoints. There's nothing that ever sticks to it. The seasoning adheres to it really well. Just and the weight on it, very lightweight. Overall, just a great pan. Very sad to see it not, making a comeback. All right, let's see what else. I'm really sorry about that, guys. For Jim 44 says, how much cast iron do you own? I think I'm around 200 pieces. I have several Griswold. I have several Wagnerware. I had a favorite, but I do not have a favorite. I'm sorry. I do have a favorite, but it's unmarked. I have a Martin Stove and Range, just one skillet. I have a ton of Lodge, vintage and modern. I want to say my biggest is Lodge. My biggest collection is definitely Lodge because I also have a lot of camp ovens. So I have a lot of vintage camp ovens along with modern camp ovens. So I also have a number 16 camp oven that I recently got from Cast Iron Mike. Great guy. He's on Instagram, but yeah, he's a good friend, and he managed to get one for me. So I have that. I have a 14, also a shallow 14 camp oven. So those are pretty hard to come by. And what else do I have? I have favorite Pequaware, Martin Stove and Range, Wagner Ware, Griswold, BSNR, Lodge. I have one Dutch oven from Chicago Foundry. It's a hammered. What else do I have? I have some hammered Lodge. Actually, just a Dutch oven. Hammered Dutch oven from Lodge. A hammered Dutch oven from Chicago Foundry. I also have a hammered combo, or what is it? The deep skillet, Griswold deep skillet with the lid, the hinged lid. I have a hammered version of that. And then if we're talking about modern stuff, I have Butterpat Smithy, Field Company, Northern Company, Finex, Blacklock. What else do we have? Appalachian. I have a jeweled skillet from Appalachian. They also have the cast iron waffle iron. I also have one of those. What else do I have? From Australia, I have the Ironclad oval Dutch oven along with a skillet. And I'm sure I'm forgetting something else. But yeah, I mean, I have something of everything. So roughly, last time I counted, I want to say I was in the 200 range. Rock Hunter says Cowboy Kent Rollins rated the Marquette best, but was at 250. Yeah, it was. It was fairly expensive. I'll be honest, but it was worth the money. I'm really sad that it went away. If anything, I mean, I always praised Butterpat, and there was a reason, because it was just like people. Oh, I also have Waypack or Wapak. I have that as well, but a lot of people love Wapak. And especially the with the Indian headdress, logo ones, and Butterpat was in a sense that it was just that style and that the aesthetic that Butterpat had achieved when making their cookware. So highly recommend Butterpat, but Butterpat got bought out by Yeti, so we don't know the future of Butterpat, and I'm hoping that. If anything, that their production and their cookware gets better, but we'll see how that goes. But Butterpat and Marquette were always on my top. And the only reason why I put Butterpat on top of Marquette is because Butterpat had more things to offer, like the glass lids that were borosilicate. They also had, obviously, a range of sizes versus Marquette that only had a 13-inch dual handle pan and the 10.5-inch pan. So, that was cast iron. They had obviously other products, but cast iron wise, they had a very limited production of cast iron. But that was the only reason, just because there was no lid for the Marquette. And obviously, if you had a Butterpat, you had lids and all that stuff. So that was the only reason I put Butterpat on top. That was that was the top tier, to be honest. From there, I think Finex, Blacklock, Field Company, and Lancaster were one of the also very highly rated, and I know Stargazer is one of them as well. The thing with Stargazer is that they also only have a very small production of cookware at the moment. They only have the 13.5-inch brazier, which took forever to finally release, and they have the 12 and a 10.5 skillet, and that's about it. There's no lids. There's nothing else, which it's sad to see, but Stargazer's been around for some time now. Let's see, what else do we have? Honey Badger says, not sure how much cast iron I have, but I had to move a bunch off the kitchen rack because it was warping my kitchen floor. That means you had a good amount of cast iron. Mine's actually in the my garage where I have. I was planning to do my studio where it's still a work in progress. Val's Black Cat's Rule says Wapak is cheap. Griswold, yes, but if you see any of the Wapak, the only reason why it's so expensive, and it's actually more expensive than any Griswold that you can find. So if you find a number 8 Wapak with the Indian headdress logo in the middle, that one goes for at least $500 reselled, obviously. And if you find a Griswold that's an 8-inch, you can get it for like 120, 150, depending on the quality. But they're more frequent to find. They're easier to find, and they're not as expensive as the Wapaks. And why? Because there's that demand for those pans because they're very limited, very very limited quantity of those. So it made it more desirable, and it is hard to come across those pans. So the price obviously was driven up. For Jim 44 says, I have a Griswold, a few Wagner, a few BSNRs, 1 Lodge, 3 notch, but Griswolds are what I use. Yeah. And what I actually have reached out more, for vintage stuff has been the BSNRs. The reason being is that I love to, when I'm cooking, whether it's whatever it is, the thing about BSNRs is that they're a mix between a standard skillet and also a chef skillet, because they do have, not straight edge. It's not a straight edge at all. So there is a curvature here between the sidewall and the cooking surface. So very easy to use this as a chef skillet. So if you want to be, sauteing, moving your vegetables around, whatever you have in here, if you're going to do an omelet, and then it's going to come out really nice. And that's one of the things that I like about BSNR, is that they almost double as a chef skillet. Bingster. So Bingster, a lot of people corrected me on the way you pronounce the name of that city over in Pennsylvania. I was saying Lancaster. I'm sorry, I was saying Lancaster. So I would pronounce it in the way that I see the word. And my accent is from the West Coast. I live here in Nevada, and I pronounce it as Lancaster. And a lot of people corrected me in that pronunciation. They said that's not how we pronounce it. And I, obviously looked into it, and sure enough, that's when I found that they pronounce it as Lancaster. So it's Lancaster. So that's how I've been pronouncing it now. And now it's hard for me to go back to the way I used to say, which was Lancaster, because that's the way I saw it. But anyway, yeah, that's the reason why you hear me saying it in that manner. Honey Badger says, I just sold one of the Wapak Indian heads, number 8s for $400, and the Indian logo wasn't that great. And yeah, and the reason being is that, they're harder to come across, they're harder to find, and people just want to acquire one just to have it in their collection. So if you jack up the price, people are going to be willing to purchase, pay that money for those. Now, is it fair? I mean, honestly, it's just the market. If you're a reseller, I'm not going to say that that's a bad thing. I have resold some stuff myself, and I'm not going to say that eBay selling or Etsy selling is a bad thing. And if you like to purchase your items from Etsy or eBay, I don't see anything wrong with it. If you have the money, and if you find yourself a good deal, because guess what? You can find a good deal on eBay and also on Etsy. So all it is just looking around and seeing what you can find. Eventually you will come across a good deal. A lot of the stuff that I've acquired has been great deals. Some of the harder to find items, and I'll just throw some things out there, like the PNW Finex skillets. There was a person that had 4 of them, and they were just trying to get rid of them. Never opened, in the box, for $100. So You know, that's you can get great deals like that. Or you know that Smithy, somebody was getting rid of one of the first castings of the Smithy 10-inch pan, and that was with the more square helper handle. Um, they sold that for like $80, and I mean, if you buy one that's new, obviously they go for about 160 now. They used to be about 150, but they've gone up in price. I'll be honest. I think they're 160 now or 170, something like that. But um, I mean, for the price, you don't see the first model, first generation, very often. So you can find deals like that. And if you want to find yourself a certain model, a certain year, you know, all you got to do is look around. Exactly what I did with the this one here. I was just browsing around, and you know, happened to come across this, and I think it was a great purchase, a great buy. I don't think that there's anything wrong with this. So I'm not gonna criticize if you want to buy on online. But if you like to buy things, you know, at estate sales, yard sales, swap meets, you know, things of that nature, then that's fine as well. And if you have the ability, you know, to restore your cookware, great, because I've done that too. As I mentioned with this one here, with the Century series, I did find this, or actually, my brother found it at a yard sale. So obviously, they were crusty, they were all bad. And the first time that I ever restored anything in the lye bath was these pans. This one and something else. I forget what else I had, but it was one of these pans that I threw in there. And when it came out, I was just blown away on how easy that was, because I just placed it in there. I left it in there for about a week, took it out, and then obviously all the crud had fallen off, which was awesome. There was no work to be done, and you know, like what I thought the first time that I restored. I'll be honest with you guys. I used a wheel. What do you call those? The wire wheel. I used a wire wheel to try and clean it up, and obviously, the first videos that I saw about restoration was actually from a really well known YouTuber and person that knows how to, you know, season cast iron really well, which is the Culinary Fanatic. I saw his videos of him you know, doing some wire wheeling on the on some of the pans that he had restored, and so you know, I gravitated to that and obviously did that. But then I found out, did more research, and saw that there's better ways, easier ways to do it, and that is my go-to way. Since I don't have electrolysis, I just place these in a lye bath, and it works just as fine. And then after that, I do a vinegar bath, 50-50, so water and vinegar. Leave it in there for about 20-30 minutes, bring it out, scrub it down, then use some baking soda to neutralize it, and then give it some good cleaning with soap, and get it ready for seasoning. You know, make sure that you throw some oil in there before you dry it. Otherwise, there's going to be flash rust. And that's about it. Easy way to restore. And then you can buy yourself something like this for $5. If you're, you know, if you have luck, you'll find something with something like this for $5 and restore it, and you saved yourself a ton of money. So yes, there's many ways you can go. Like I said, I mean, you know, I figured the lid and the skillet was a good combination, so why not? And as I mentioned, very happy with this. So I'll be showcasing this on the channel in future videos. But with that being said, I've been rambling on, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. What we're going to do is actually start the giveaway. Let's see. Handsome Stone says, I enjoy the restore. Now I need to restore my fingers. They soaked up the black seasoned rust. Yes, I use gloves. I always have. And that stuff is very harsh on your fingers. So yes, be very safe. Use, you know, use caution when using chemicals. So lye is a very harsh chemical, so be very careful. Same thing with vinegar and rust, especially if you have an open wound. Do not recommend putting your hand in rusty cast iron water. Please use gloves. Be safe. Honey Badger says, I didn't realize other people collected cast iron until 2015. I've been making my beeswax seasoning for almost a decade before I started selling it in 2019. I do remember that, Honey Badger, that you mentioned you were making your own seasoning compound. Let's see. Anything else? Let me know before we switch over to the giveaway, guys. It's about 1 hour has gone by, so I think it's time we switch on to the giveaway. N2 Skiing 76 says, I went to elementary school in Lancaster, Kansas, and we pronounced it like you did. Oh, Lancaster or Lancaster? Now I see I get all tongue twisted. We're going back and forth. It's hard. It's like Wapak. Do you pronounce it Wapak or Waypak? Because I've heard people pronounce it both ways, and I from what I know, I've always pronounced it as Wapak. And then if you say the whole thing Wapak Onyeda, which I think is in Ohio, from what I recall. I mean, forgive me if I'm completely wrong, guys. Don't want to offend anybody. I've pretty much lived my whole entire life in the west side of the country. So I mean, the farthest I've ever gone is Texas. That's the farthest I've gone. Anything past Texas, I have not been. So I still need to go. I'm hoping that I can go to the Cornbread Festival in Tennessee. I would love to go. Might consider going, but we'll see how that turns out. But I still want to go to New York. I want to go to Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Louisiana. I would love to go to those places. Florida. So I don't know. But yes, I've been stuck on this side. I mean, California, Oregon, Washington State. I've been to all, Arizona, just everywhere in the West Coast. So I still need to get cultured a little bit, towards the East Coast. I don't have much knowledge. Handsome Stone says, I used gloves. Some of the juice got in the glove. That has happened to me before. But I'm very precautious. When I felt that, I was like, nope, I got to go take it off and go rinse, because you never know. Alrighty, guys. Papa Dan says, come down or come see us in Louisiana. Oh, I would love to, especially for the food. I would love to go down there. Everything looks amazing over there. But alrighty, guys, let's move on. Now that I've been rambling on for the past hour, let's move on to the giveaway, guys. Alrighty, so we actually have another surprise for you guys, or I have another surprise for you guys. And that is that I will also be giving out. Oh shoot, I didn't bring it in. Bear with me, guys. I'm really sorry that I have to do this, but I have to go grab the other pieces that I'm going to be giving away today. All right, guys, sorry about that. Here are the other pieces. So we're going to give these away first. It's going to be a brand new heart pan, and also the this one here. I forget what they call this one, but brand new. So these two, we're going to give these two away, along with. So I want to say this is a Valentine's giveaway special. I figured both of those, the naked and covered in oil, also perfect for Valentine's. So we're also going to give away one of these towels as well. These flour sack towels or dish towels. Pretty awesome. So this along with the 2 pans. Let's start that giveaway. So if you're, if you're one of the winners, you will get for the first one, you will get the towel along with the pan and the heart pan as well. So one person gets these. For the second one, we'll be doing the naked and covered in oil, which is, I want to say, the bigger prize. But alrighty, guys. So as you guys know, I do my giveaways as a thank you. So this is not sponsored or endorsed by Lodge nor by YouTube. This is something that I do for the viewers. This is something that I do for the subscribers as a thank you for the support. So with that being said, not sponsored or endorsed by Lodge. This is something that I do for the viewers. Now, in order for you to be entered in this giveaway, you have to be in the United States. Also, you have to be subscribed. You have to hit the like button on this video. And that's about it. So no shipping cost to you or anything of that nature. I will never ask you guys anything, any personal information or money for that matter. So just be aware of that. All right, guys. So most of you guys already know how this works. Choose a number and please do not spam it from 0 to 200. 0 to 200. And just place it in once. Please do not change your number. And once everybody has posted their number, we will do the random generator. That way we can select a winner. So go ahead, guys. And while you guys are doing that, showcase my my water bottle. You can see we have here the Finex sticker, along with Fredericksburg sticker, the Stargazer sticker, and the Cast Iron Chris sticker. I did buy some seasoning compound from him. It's actually one of the best ones that I like so far. You know, not sponsored by him or anything of that nature, but it works great. He knows his seasoning compounds. So anyway, I figured if you guys were interested, I will be placing my sticker right here. But for those of you that want stickers, as I mentioned, I will be posting something right after this live stream on the community tab, so that way you guys can get one shipped to you. Alrighty. Handsome Stone. I like the naked and covered in oil. Would go well with grab your. It's canning season. Yeah, I bet it would. Alrighty, guys. Let's see. I think everybody has pretty much a number now. We got about 34 people in the stream. So I want to say that is good enough. I think everybody has placed their number. Alrighty, guys. So you guys know the drill. I will showcase it live to you so that there's no cause of concern for cheating. We don't cheat here. Alrighty. So we're doing a random number generator. And here we go. Minimum. Come on. 0. Maximum 200. Done. Alrighty. Alrighty, guys. Yeah, and if there's duplicate numbers, I'll take a look at it. And if you guys have to change your number because somebody else chose it, that's fine with me. Alrighty, but with that being said, here we go. So no more entries after this. 4. My goodness, that is a very random number. Alrighty, so let me take a look at who is the closest. 4, 4, 4, 4. Oh, you guys shot up high numbers. Let's see. Mercy B 165, Cynthia 173, Honey Badger 167. Let's see, 66, 47, 47. We got 2 47s. 27. Is that one of the lower ones? 27 so far. 17, Strong's Adventure. And I think Strong, yep. Strong's Adventure, congratulations. So Strong's Adventure, email me or leave a comment here and I will send you my email. But at this point, my email is not a secret. Email me at lu71787@gmail.com. Once again, lu71787@gmail.com. And we'll verify that you are indeed Strong's Adventure. From there, we'll ship it out to you. As again, as I mentioned, I will not ask you money or any kind of personal information. I will just ask for a shipping address. Alrighty, so once again, congratulations to Strong's Adventure. You are the winner for the, as I mentioned, this one here, the holiday for, Valentine's holiday pans. All right, so Strong's Adventure, congratulations. All right, let's move on to the last and, well, the second one, which is the naked and covered in oil. All right, let me move some of this stuff. All right. Same thing on this, guys. I was not shipped these items from Lodge. They did not ship these to me. So not sponsored or endorsed by Lodge. But in this, you will get the spatula, the handle covers, a dish towel. Here we go. A dish towel, a apron, and the skillet. All right, guys, so that's what we're going for this one now. And we're going to change things up a little bit. Since we did 0 to 200, we're going to do something, well, I don't know. Do you guys want to do, I don't know if I can. I would have to put in names. So let's just continue with numbers, but this time we'll do let's do 0 to 100. So 0 to 100. Put in your numbers once again. Do not spam it. Do not duplicate your number. Do not change it, please. 0 to 100. And this is for the naked and covered in oil pan, along with all the other goodies. Once we see everybody place their number, then we'll continue again with the random number generator, guys. And then after that, I think we'll call it a night. I know it is still a work day, work week, during the work week. So I know that you guys have to get up early tomorrow and go to work. So we're going to, try and cut it shorter. Righty, I think, let's see, we got some oops over here. So Rick said 169. Rick, 169 is the number you're choosing? Yes. Okay, great. Thank you, Rick. Let's see, Cynthia, 58. All right, guys, I think most of you have placed your number in, so let's move forward. All right, guys, let's do the random number generator once again. All right, so you guys can see we are doing 0 once again, 0 to 100 this time. Alrighty, and here we go. Let's generate. So I'll push the button. That's the old number. Okay, that's the old number. Here we go. 48. Let's see, guys, who is the closest to 48? Papa Dan with 47. Did anybody get a 48? Because that would be the number to beat. 48, nope. 42, nope. 58, 22, nope. All right, guys, I think it is Papa Dan. Congratulations, Papa Dan. We got the naked and covered in oil spatula, along with the handle holder, the towel, the apron, and also the skillet. So congratulations, Papa Dan. Very happy that you got to win this. And Papa Dan, I think I do have your address, but I'll be looking. If anything, I'll contact you to see if I need your address once again. But if not, I will most likely just ship it out to you. I think I already have your address. So with that being said, congratulations to the winners, Strong's Adventure and also Papa Dan. Once again, guys, I appreciate everybody showing up tonight. I know that your time is valuable, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me here this afternoon, this evening for some of you in the East Coast, or late night for that matter, since it's already 7 o'clock here in the West Coast, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10:30 in the East. So if you guys are anywhere in the East Coast, thank you guys for being up with me so late. Once again, thank you guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I will be posting that photo of the stickers. That way you guys can get that shipped out as well. And I will do my best to get all that shipped out by next week. All right, guys? So I will be posting also some videos, some shorts for Valentine's and Super Bowl and all that stuff. So, keep an eye out on the old channel here. Make sure you guys tune into those shorts, or I might even upload a video feature length. I want to say feature length, like 10-15 minute video. I might do something of that nature. So let me know, guys, and stay tuned. All right. Alrighty. Have a good night, everybody. Congratulations to the winners once again. Hope you guys enjoyed the show this evening. I will catch you guys on the next one.